Do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. I'm Dr. Willie Jolley. This is Dee Taylor-Jolley, my beautiful bride. We're the authors of the book, Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last. 10 Secrets to Shape a Great Marriage. We've been married for going on 39 years. Haven't had an argument in over 38 years. My friend Kathy Hughes, who's my guest on my XM show this week, she made a point to talk about that during the interview. How she talked about how impressed she was with our marriage, our relationship, and so forth. So I'm very grateful. If you have XM, tune in to hear my interview with Kathy Hughes, the founder and chairperson of the largest African-American owned radio and TV network in America. Media. Empire. Well, we want to welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. We are grateful for all of you who have made this a very popular show around the world. We're amazed at the people who watch this around the world: Australia, Greece, Paris, South Africa. And so we want to say a shout out to all of our friends internationally. And if you're international, send us a note. Let us know.
Tell us where you're from.
Right. Wonderful. Well, wonderful to know where you are. Let's see. Beautiful day, 73 and sunny. Great.
Wow.
In Kissimmee. Now, happy Easter to everybody, first and foremost.
This is Easter Monday.
This is Easter Monday, and we made a point today just to have a little staycation. Slept in. I slept in and had in the gym. I had my trainer, and then was able to run some errands and then work on my new book. And so I did the whole afternoon and evening into the new book. So I want to thank you all for your support of all the things and all the people who have been watching the video and passing it on with Aunt Dolores, which is going to become a viral video. We're going to have her on this show. How she's 96, and she's never been married, and she's been an inspiration to a lot of single women. So
why don't you ask her if she'll come on the show?
Yes, and then we also have to have on the show also Phil Parker about his book,
Grandpa Doing Grandma.
Grandpa Doing Grandma. It's a book about sex over 70, over 60, over 70. So what was it? It was senior sex. That's it. There you go. We both hit it on the same point. So welcome wherever you are. We're having some connection issues on IG. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, let's get going about today's topic. Our topic is about comparing your spouse to others, and that can be a major problem. Other spouses. Other couples, comparison of your spouse to other couples. And that can be a big problem. Big problem. So here's the situation. A gentleman is concerned because he went to law school, finished law school. He went to law school to finish law school, decided to go back to school to get an MBA. His wife said while he was working full-time and in school in the evenings, hey, my friend's husband takes her out to dinners and to the plays and to events, and they go on these exotic trips. And she was comparing her husband to him. And he said, I don't like it. And it's very disheartening. What should I do? Easy question. Easy answer. And the answer is you have to have a conversation with your wife.
So the wife is insensitive. You would say I'm making. So why would you compare?
I don't know why she does it. What do you think the reason would be? Why she would do that?
I'm asking you.
I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not in her room. I don't know in her head.
Insecurities?
You SBI. You too.
Now you just asked me.
I did. I said, why do you think? And you said you don't know. So leave it.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
All right. So
I got an answer.
You got to answer. Okay. What's the answer? Why this woman is saying to her husband that she's comparing her husband to her best friend's husband.
She might be just selfish. She might be insecure. I don't know which one it is. Selfish or insecure. And not having a sense of where they're going. Why he's in a master's program. What the long range vision is. They might not have talked about that. Or she doesn't have a clue as to what their future would look like once they've been in the trenches with.
I think that's a good point. Hey, Senior Terrence is with us. So Terrence, let me give you a recap so you'll know what we're talking about. A man is in law school, finished law school, decided to go back to school, get his MBA. And he has to work full time and go to school in the evenings. His wife started comparing him to her girlfriend's husbands who are taking them on trips and going to the theater and going to movies and going to dinner and having a grand time of life. And she said, why can't you do like him? Why can't you be like that, their husband?
That doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't, but it did happen.
He's struggling. He's working with a plan. Why do you get it? He's got a law degree, right?
Correct.
And he's going back to school to get an MBA.
Correct.
So they discussed the end game. I mean, to me, it seems clear.
Okay, so
you talked about it.
You brought up a good point. Did they discuss the end game? Did they discuss the dream? And so
the dream, the goal, why he's doing this. And my question is, was she working?
I think she was working. She didn't have a high-paying job. She had some revenue coming in. But here's the point. I would say that I don't know. You said there are reasons why she did it. I have no idea why she did it.
We need to investigate.
No, I don't know why she does. She might not know why she does. Okay, that's not important.
They need to peel that onion back and find out the source.
No, they don't. Mm-mm.
No,
we have a difference of opinion.
Okay.
Why she does it is not as important as how to get her to stop doing it, or for him to address it.
Stop doing it if you don't know the source of the problem.
Oh, you can stop doing a lot of things. You don't know why you do them. Why do people drink? Why do people gamble? You don't know their reasoning, but they stop because they get help, and there's a process. So I want to talk about the process. And Greg and Linda had jumped on Facebook because we're having some challenges with the internet tonight. I don't know what it is, something in the area or what. Maybe it's the storm. Anyway, here's my contention that this wife, for whatever reason she's doing it, is disheartening her husband. She is devaluing his efforts. So, husband, here's what I recommend. Listen carefully. In the book, we talk about the 4 F's. If you go to the TED Talk, we talk about the 4 F's. This is a perfect time for you to employ the 4 F's. If you listen to the TED Talk, which is free on our Jolley Marriage website, we talk about the fact that when I lost my wallet, after I have been told numerous times by my wife, don't leave your wallet in the car. Don't leave your wallet in the car. Don't leave your wallet in the car when you're in the gym. Okay?
Because?
Yeah. Brianna, Mercury retrograde is messing up our electronics. I think you're right.
What?
Mercury retrograde, because all of my electronics are crazy. Terrence says her is called being disrespectful. The wife in this effort, God is showing her now. But here's what I say to you. Here's how you handle this. I don't know if she's immature. I don't know if she's selfish. I don't know her motivation. But if you go to the webs, Jolley Marriage, you see the TED Talk where I talk about the wallet. And when I told Dee I lost my wallet and I thought somebody had taken it out the car, her response wasn't, I told you so. I told you to do no to do. She said, let's go to work. Let's shut down the credit cards. And it took about 2 hours that evening, calling on the credit card. The next day I found it in the house. It was here in the house. But teamwork makes the dream work. So you have to let her know, one, be friendly. Don't go in mad. Don't go in hot. Be frank about how her commentary, her comparisons make you feel. I feel devalued. You're hurting my feelings. I feel like I can't make you happy. I can't do enough. I feel hurt. Not you are this or you are that. Don't do that. I feel. Focus on your feelings. I feel hurt. I feel devalued. I feel less than when you do that. Be friendly, be frank. Then third, be fair. Why do you do that, wife? Why do you say those things to me? And she'll say, well, I don't feel like I'm getting all the goodies of life. But then there's the conversation of number 4. Be friendly, be frank, be fair, be focused on a win-win. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. We got to be in this together.
So they have a lack.
It's a lack. They have a lack of maturity. She has a lack of maturity because she doesn't get it. That teamwork is what's necessary to make a marriage work. We got to be in this together.
It's still the overriding issue is communication.
Well, obviously,
so
yes.
Many things.
Correct.
And even though your number 3 is why.
Yeah. But still, she got to have communication. But he has to communicate without saying
how that makes him feel.
How this makes me feel when you compare me to Susie's husband or Joanne's husband or Donna's husband. You know,
it might be immaturity.
I don't know why she does it, but he can say to her, here's how that makes me feel. And that is an honest statement.
Okay.
And then he says that, and you know, the average person will say, well, I'm not their husband. So what they doing that? I'm not their husband. So what? But that doesn't fix the problem. So how do you fix the problem?
How do you fix the problem? So after he says, this is how it makes me feel.
Yes. After he fixed the problem, and he says, and he expressed his feelings, then he says, why do you do that? Okay, ask her. And she says, well, you know, we can guess what she would say. I was expecting more. Had different expectations, of which we've talked about in one of the earlier shows, about expectations. Whatever it is, and then they go to win-win. How do you win and I win? How do we make this win-win? Here's what you want. Here's what I want. And most importantly, we want to win together.
So where do you meet? Where do you meet? In the middle? Is it 50-50? Is it 60-40?
It's not a matter of 50-50, 60-40. It's a matter of everybody getting on the same page, getting in the car together. Saying this, when you didn't ask me, well, look, when you thought I lost my wallet, did you say I'm going 50% or 60% or you get 40%? You said, let's go to work. Am I right?
I said, let's shut down on the credit card.
You said, let's do it. Give me the credit card. You didn't say, I told you so. You said, let's go to work. So the thought of you saying, well, I'll do my part. You know, that's not how it works. You didn't do that. So why would they do that? They have to say, this is how we're going to make it work together. I need you to help me. I need you to encourage me. This is a big step for me. Okay,
I'm just saying.
When I quit my job and became a speaker,
there's a lack of communication
obviously.
On such a major level.
Obviously,
it's very different than us being years down the road.
The same difference, though. Same difference, Steve.
Am I saying, oh, okay?
Same difference.
I'm gonna help you fix it.
Same difference is that when your feelings are hurt, there's a issue. You must go back to communicate and say, if it's brand new married couple or a seasoned married couple, whatever it is, whoever it is, we just need to help them get it done. We got to work through this. So I think it's important that we get people to understand how to. It's important to get people to understand how important it is and critical it is to communicate, to express your feelings, not point the finger, to communicate. Here's how that made me feel. And
to express your feelings in
and then focus on a win-win.
Accusatory manner.
Yes, that's right. So years ago, I had a similar situation with a friend whose wife was comparing. Now, I was young then. I didn't know anything about marriage. I wasn't married. I couldn't have given him any advice. I knew from a counseling standpoint, because I had a background in counseling, that this was going to take some marriage counseling. But they ended up divorcing about it because they never could fix it. And they were dead up in love when they got married. I was in the wedding. I mean, dead up in love. But it was the comparison thing that broke it up. So this is a death knell to marriages if you don't fix it. That's why we want to fix it. I don't want you to break up. I want you to stay together. Terrence says, golden rule, got a rule. Yeah, I know IG is freezing, Terrence. Yeah, we're having some IG issues, and we're very grateful that we were able to jump on Facebook because it was freezing. Brianna Mo says Mercury retrograde is messing up our electronics. I think she's right. It's crazy tonight. Anyway, here's what we want people to do. No comparison. Don't compare your husband or wife to anybody else. First of all, your relationship is different from theirs. So first of all,
if you're so busy, the whole marriage is a 24/7 thing. If you're busy working on your relationship, what time do you have to observe or be involved in somebody else's situation to cause comparisons? I'm just thinking about it's all I can do 24/7 to keep up with all the things that we have going on, just to be on the same page.
Well, again, this is a younger couple. We've been married forever, okay? So that's different. You different. We don't have time to be looking at nobody because we got too much on our plate. But they're new.
Even when years ago, you go back to you lost what? You had so many. It's like you lost your job. Which one? The nightclub gig. You came in on that. No longer have a nightclub thing. Oh, okay. Then we got to figure out what we're gonna do. I didn't have time to all right, what do we need to do here?
Right.
Pull our resources and think it through.
Yes.
So it's too busy scrambling in our cocoon to figure out what to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying when you're committed to each other, I think the time, you don't have a lot of time to observe other people.
I got to read Terrence's comment.
What?
She needs to first apologize to her husband and then put herself in therapy and get 2 copies of the Jolley Marriage book. Amen, Terrence. Thank you. And D, he said, the reason you had that is because you loved your husband. And you were the difference between immaturity and maturity. So thank you, Terrence, for saying that. And we want to make sure people do know that this could cover a lot of issues. Let me tell you, testimony. We got to tell you testimony. We were at Good Friday service at First Baptist Church of Glen Arden under the leadership of John Kenneth Jenkins Sr. Great church, great pastor, great Good Friday service, great Easter service. Now, Good Friday service. See how God just orchestrates stuff. They have an intermission. Dee says she's going to go to the restroom. I said, I'll walk with you. We walked to the restroom, which was closest to where we were seating because there are a lot of restrooms. We could have gone to another one. And there was a line for women. I went quickly in the men's room, came back out.
There's always a line for the women. Yeah. The men are always in and out. That's because they can stand around and urinal in mass.
Yes.
We don't have that.
Yeah, I don't have that. So I'm standing there waiting for D, and a young lady and a young man come up to me and say, "Willie Jolley." I said, "Hello," and they said, "We love your book." And then the husband says to me, "Do you know who she is?" And I looked at her and I said, "Face is familiar." And I said, "Oh, I know who you are. You're the weather lady on NBC4 on the weekends." She said, "Yes, I'm Jessica Faith." I said, "Wow, nice to meet you. My wife and I were just talking about you the other day and how glamorous you are on television." And then they said, "Your book, your marriage book, has had a profound impact." And then they pulled out their phone and she had notes through Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last notes, a page of notes. They said, "We keep the books by our bedside. We talk about it. We
And
read
he said,
them."
"I read it because I know the Chinese story."
He said, "I know the Chinese food story." They really do. They knew the book and they knew what had happened. We were so impressed. We took pictures and
Wonderful young. 4 years married.
4 years married. That's right. That's right. All we need is a bush or a tree. That's right. Terrence said, "For men, all they need is a bush or a tree. They good."
Absolutely.
So anyway, folks, we are so grateful for this book. It's having an impact on marriages. And we are grateful for the testimonies of people who were on their way to divorce court, who were struggling, who were arguing, loved each other but arguing, and everything changed because of this. We want to encourage you. If you've got a relationship, if it's good, get 2 copies, it'll get better. If it's struggling, get 2 copies, it'll get better. So make a point to get the book and get 2 copies of the book. And then focus, read it together. Each one read a chapter.
Communication.
And then talk about it at the end, okay? So is that what I wanted to say?
Yes, sir.
You got anything you got to say?
No, sir.
It's new quarter?
April 15th is a Monday.
It's a Monday, so you got to have your taxes in Monday. You can't be, not a weekend.
We did our business taxes all done. We are still working on our personal Willie Jolley.
Yeah.
I need something from you, Willie Jolley.
Yeah.
Because I'm being pressured by the CPA, Willie Jolley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So anything else you want to
No,
give
sir.
your D's
No.
dose of D?
No.
You have nothing?
No.
Oh my God. I'm shocked. I am shocked and amazed. Let's see. Terrence says you can lead a couple to water, but you can't make them drink, but you can buy the book. That's right, Terrence. Thank you. Thank you. So we encourage people to do a couple things. One, please go see the free TED Talk at our Jolley Marriage site. It will bless your marriage.
Communicate. Have a date night. Have a date night. Or a date morning. A cup of coffee.
Like Herb Watson and his wife, Rochelle, they have a date day. And they go to get manicures, pedicures, and massages every Monday. I think he was, because he was a pastor. He just retired, and they did it on Monday, which was his day off. That was their date day. I don't care how you do it, but every week you don't have to
find a way.
Yeah.
To be together with no agenda, but just to get to know something about each other. How was their day? What's something special that happened, or just nothing?
Right.
Just being together and chatting.
How you
communicate?
Look, it's so critical. Make it intentional to have a date every week. It's an intentional. Well, people will say, well, we were together. No, intentional. In your calendar, in your schedule. And in that date time, you don't talk about the kids, you don't talk about the bills, you only talk about each other and your dreams together. And look, go back
and listen.
Yeah, and go back to our topic tonight. And thank you, Taryn, for saying great topic. Here's the topic again, Mr. Sir, who I hope you're watching, is that If you can help your wife see that it's hurting your feelings, that this is not encouraging you, it's discouraging you, and that you're working so that y'all can have a better future. If you can do that, then what you start to do is build on that y'all can work things out, work together, grow together, and win together.
I think develop the vision. And maybe that's part of it in terms of the communication, to get the vision together.
Terrence has said that does the woman have any CDs? Does she have any 401k? He's practicing his love language, money.
I agree with Terrence.
And Greg and Linda are going to the propane fire pit in the backyard. Is there one in Florida? Or I guess that's where you are. There must be one there where you are. So enjoy that, because they typically watch our marriage show on Monday nights at their home fire pit outside on Monday nights. Thank y'all all. Thank you for sharing this show with your friends, your family members, all your cousins.
And thanks for staying with us through the interesting
internet. I think Brianna was correct. There's some weird internet tonight. The IG was in and out, but it's okay. We're going to keep going. We're not going to stop. We're going to find a way, because this is important and this is worth it. Have a great week. On purpose. Be blessed. He is risen. He is risen indeed. Indeed. We thank God for Jesus. We thank God for Easter. And even if you don't believe, hey, I'm not trying to convict you. I'm just telling you, we're so grateful that we feel a renewed spirit. My dear friend, Coach Tony Dungy, I do a weekly Bible study with him. And he sent out, he was in Raymond James Stadium on Easter Sunday, and spoke to 80,000 people about his faith.
Wow.
and how God had blessed him and changed his life when he was 21 years old.
Wow.
So let's see. Greg and Linda said at Home Weekly, they have their fire pit, which could be used as a mentorship for the facilitating that couple to understand it doesn't take any money to have a date night. Yes. They sit around the fire pit, they watch our marriage show, and they talk about what they are doing, what we talked about. So I hope y'all will take their example. They've been married almost 50 years. Great.
Thank you.
And they have
willing to share.
They said
we need more positive role models.
That's right.
To talk about how you do it.
That's right. Greg and Linda, a great example. Okay, folks. We wanted to just do something. We'll have another topic next week, another special. Remember, if you got an issue in your marriage that you want us to address, send us an email at info@williejolly.com. Info, INFO, at WILLIEJOLLEY.com. If you've got issues you want to get fixed through our program, our course, we have a course on relationship repair course. Go to jollymarriage.com/events. jollymarriage.com/events is 5 parts. Love and marriage, romance, finance, relationship, communication, and then family matters, and then blended families. So go get them in. You get a 6th bonus session free. All right, go get that and get the book, or you can get the bundle: 2 books, 2 workbooks, an audio book, and a CD seminar. It's fantastic. You can get all of that at jollymarriage.com. jollymarriage.com. Let's see. If you got an issue, it's a tissue. Buy a book for 2. He said, Clarence, you may as well cry while you're reading the book and get over it and grow together. Look, I hope that helped whoever sent that information. Hope that helps you. And I hope everybody has a great week on purpose. We out. We going on, and enjoy the rest of the night. And y'all have a great
your week.
God bless y'all. Here we go. Out on my song, Close to You.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just just like me. They long to be close to you.